DC. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the... Back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
2nd and 9. Off play action. Howard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's Wilson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
We'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Handoff for Warren. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Howard. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf from 17 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders, nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter. They were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys. Already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Back Back to throw. Howard. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. They overloaded that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun. Howard. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's Warren. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. A short one there to Fryermuth.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. Howard. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Howard. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Warren. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Howard. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. On the run, it's Warren. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back to throw. Howard eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jonnu Smith there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means bring character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And complete to Zach Ertz. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Finding Ertz again. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And some space here. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They go play action. Daniels. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels taking it in from the 20. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Going to look deep for Wilson. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. is, but third down coming up.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Howard. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Play action, now it's Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gain to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Howard. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Howard. Off play action. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Shifts Elliott. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Daniels looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
10 yards to go.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
65, 60.
To the air goes Daniels. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Second down at the 20-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gay's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
At the 32-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A give to Robinson on the option. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 7. Off play action. Daniels. Now trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now a run with Warren. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't they? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 2.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
Washington. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Daniels. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Howard. A short one there to Freiermuth. And a gain of 4 gets him run 2 to midfield stripe.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Now, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Here we go. Start. 70 Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 45 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's 2nd and 3. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now 2nd and 3. And it's Robinson. Evades him at the 10. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They'll run with Robinson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's one. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Back to throw. Howard. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after a run like that, I am guaranteed that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Howard. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. And we saw plenty of throws like this in Columbus last year. He's got his guys a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 4. That's DK Metcalf running his sled. He's got it. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago. That completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
It's Warren. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Howard operating from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. 8 yards on the run there. That leaves them with third and just a couple. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.